Our process starts with an initial discovery call where we spend quite a bit of time on the phone, get to know you as a client and the drivers and the why behind what you're looking to achieve. And from there, we can tailor the next step, which is really about building the team that's going to help you with your design process, which I call your ABC team, the architect, builder, and client. We're all working together because we all bring different pieces to the table. We'll come to your home and we'll do a site visit where we can kind of walk through and get to understand your vision a bit better. So then that can lead us really well into the next step, which is our preliminary building agreement. That can be plans, engineering, interior design and selections, but all that documentation and compliance piece that needs to happen before we're actually able to start building work on site. One of the challenges you have as a renovation builder is every job is so completely unique and complex in its own right. There's no comparison. So one of the things that we do to try to help mitigate this, at least in the early conversations, is actually bring up a database of all the past projects we've done. And there's going to be past projects that we've done that have a lot of similarities to what you're describing. And so from those past projects, we've got all the data of exactly what we actually spent and how much that project would actually cost, regardless of whether we lost money on it or not. And that's a really good starting point to give the client a good, realistic picture of what ballpark we're talking about in terms of renovation cost. So from there, the building designers will go away and they will come up with some concept sketches based on the brief that we've discussed. And we'll come back and present them to you and we can collaborate on what you like and what you don't like about some of the different options we've been able to show. So once we evolve that to a preferred option, we're then able to turn that into some 3D renders or even a photorealistic 3D model. That allows you to really visualize yourself in the space, see how light interacts with the different spaces through the windows. We're actually able to show how the sun interacts through all the different rooms at different parts of the day. This is also the really fun bit for the client. So this is where you get to sit down with the interior designer and the joinery designer and really start to work through all your selections and finishes that really put your personality into the design. We onboard you into our client portal and we have a full schedule there for this first design phase as well. This gives you an opportunity to sort of get into our platform, see how it works. You can see how we've scheduled out this first stage of design, and that's going to flow through into the second stage of design and then into construction as well. So all the communication and documentation is all in one place and you're familiar and comfortable with it. When we reach the point where we're ready to start building, we will onboard the client and introduce them to our construction team. There's a whole bunch of things we need to go through around safety and compliance during the build and how things are going to happen and how we're going to communicate, and we get all those elements really smoothed out right at the start so that we're all on the same page as we lead into construction. Our projects range from 6 months to 18 months, and we want to make sure that's a smooth transition and that you feel safe and looked after throughout that building phase as well. So as we approach the end of your build, we reach a milestone called practical completion. So this is a milestone where we are essentially complete other than a few minor items, and we will get you on site and we'll do a full walkthrough to make sure we're happy with everything before we move into handover. Handover is where all the fun is. So building is now done, everything's been taken care of, and we can come and we can just celebrate the journey that we've been on. We share a few drinks and a few laughs and we reminisce on the journey we've had together. It's so satisfying to come back to our clients post handover. This could be 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, and just see how well the project we've done has improved their lives. It just makes me feel so good and so warm inside, and it's really what drives me to do what I do is helping improve people's lives.